What is happening, y'all? Good morning on this tasty Tuesday. Welcome back for another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. We are up in Cyprus, y'all, today. This is the first time I got up to Cyprus, Dario. I haven't been up here this season yet.
Oh,
So
really?
you're the first one that I'm coming to say hello to.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming out.
This is Dario Herrera, of course, from Dario's here in Cyprus. Y'all know this is an incredible steakhouse. They have been such a long time Houston Restaurant Week's participant, opening in 2009. And I think y'all have been doing it ever since then. Yeah. So this is one of the OGs, y'all. And they every single year have an incredible donation to the Houston Food Bank. We're just in the process of collecting the August meal counts, and y'all's were amazing. You crushed once again. That's feeding a lot of Houstonians. And that is, of course, why we are here. Don't forget, y'all, you have 1 week left, not even a week. Y'all are going to be busy this week, I predict.
We are. We've been really busy this whole time.
Been really busy. And the last week is always a rush. So make your reservations on opentable.com, you guys, because some of these menus have been just absolutely stellar. And we have seen so many photos, including the ones at Dario's. Thank you so much for joining us today and letting us invade your lunch. It's going to get busy back there in a little bit, but that's okay. That won't stop us from eating and taking a look at the food. So y'all have had a busy August. Yeah.
We really have. Yeah. We always love doing restaurant weeks because it's always a really busy season for us. So it's very exciting.
They've got really great menus here, lunch and dinner. Beautiful, $55 per person. Lots of value, lots of choices. Let's go right to the foodie cam because the food is the star of the show here on Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. Oh boy, Dario, what are we looking at?
So this is going to be a pear and apple salad. So what we have here is field greens, fresh sliced pears, apples, tossed in a raspberry vinaigrette, and topped with feta cheese.
Oh my goodness. This is definitely the way to start off the day. Now, tell everybody a little bit about the history with your family, because this is an important history, y'all. This family, your family, has been creating incredible cuisine here for a long time. And this is not the only restaurant that y'all run.
That's right. So we started off with Alicia's Mexican Grill. Mm-hmm. So the original Alicia's actually started here where Dario's is at. So that was in 2006. Mm-hmm. And that was just a dream that my parents had. They wanted to open up their own restaurant. The idea was that
you were a kid.
I was a kid. I was 11 at the time.
You were 11.
Yeah.
And I mean, but how cool. You've got parents that are like dreaming big and have no limits. I mean, that had to be a wonderful inspiration for you growing up.
It honestly was. It was one of those things, like I was saying, that they just started with the first restaurant. They thought, we're going to open up a restaurant, make a living for ourselves. But they never had the idea of expanding the way that we did, right? Mm-hmm. So in 2008 is when we opened up Alicia's next door in the bigger location. Mm-hmm. Then in 2009 we converted
beautiful
this
building, by the way. Oh my God! Like we drove up, and my producer immediately said, "Wow, that's probably a very expensive building."
Yeah, it's something that we're very proud of. Mm-hmm. And in 2009 is when we converted this to Dario's. Mm-hmm. So we've been here since 2009, and then from then till now, we have 4 Alicia's, one in Katy, Spring, and West Chase.
Oh my gosh.
The original one here in Cyprus. Mm-hmm. We also have Marvino's Italian Steakhouse.
Marvino's Italian Steakhouse. In case y'all didn't know, because I see the vans out here. Another incredible Houston Restaurant Week's performance. Y'all crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, did so well. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So y'all were busy.
We really were. Yeah. We really were. And then the last concept is Galeana's Tex-Mex and Agave Bar.
Oh my gosh. I love that. It's been so fun. I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit more about your journey in hospitality, but let's go back to the foodie cam. We've got a lot to show you, and we've got a special event to tell you guys later on in the show, but let's stay on the food for now. Here at Dario's Steakhouse and Seafood, lots of choices. Oh boy, people are filling in the back here. What are we looking at?
So this is going to be the shrimp scampi. This is on the lunch menu for restaurant weeks. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be served over capellini pasta and tossed with fresh scampi sauce.
Oh my gosh. Now, these dishes that we're looking at on your HRW menus, when diners come in, let's say outside of HRW, Dario, will they be able to find these same menu items for the most part?
They will, yeah. This is something that is on our lunch menu. So most of the items that you see on the restaurant weeks menu are going to be on our regular menus as well.
That's great. And it helps because people do come back and they plan their visit. Maybe they've got, mom's birthday brunch coming up in October, or, a child's, 30th anniversary or, not your child, but somebody's 30th. I remember when I had my 30th birthday party. It was at Maggiano's.
All right.
It was family style.
Well, mine is next year.
Yours is next year.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you gonna have it?
I don't know yet. It's something we still need to plan out. But
Oh.
honestly, we like to celebrate a lot of our family birthdays at the restaurants.
Mhm.
So either here at Dario's or Marvino's, we'll get together as a family.
How old were you when Dario's got its name?
So this restaurant was in 09, so I was
Yep.
14 at the time.
You were 14. Did you know that your parents were going to name it after you, or did
Honestly,
they surprise you?
Honestly, didn't. I remember at that time, my dad was thinking about a name,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know, but my middle name is actually Dario. So
Okay.
he always loved the name, and he said, I think it's a good name for the restaurant. So
Oh my
that's what we
gosh. How did that make you feel?
did.
Maybe at 14 you didn't realize
Yeah.
totally what it would be like now.
Yeah, I don't think I realized at the time, but now at this time, honestly, I see all the restaurants as family restaurants, so I don't really see it's named after me, it's my
Sure.
restaurant. I see it like this is all part of the family.
Sure. No, and that's nice though, because you're coming to work in a place where you know that your dad was filled with so much love,
Of course.
when you were little, that this is what he named it. So it kind of takes on a really special meaning, I
It
would
does.
think. Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. Here at Dario's, we're talking to Dario Herrera. He is the man in charge. Well, David is pretty much in charge.
the one in charge,
He's
yeah.
really in charge, but Dario's doing a good job. All right, Dario, what are we looking at here?
So right here we have the mahi mahi. So this is going to be topped with the lemon butter sauce and served with garlic whipped potatoes and green beans.
Oh boy, that looks amazing. One of your popular dishes.
It really is.
Yeah. What is your hours like during the week? Are you guys a brunch? You have popular brunches, popular weekends? Run me through your week. Like some restaurants are they've got crazy Wednesday nights, or crazy Thursday nights, but how is it up here?
So right here, we're open Monday through Thursday from 11 to 9.
Okay.
Fridays and Saturdays, we're open up until 10.
Okay.
So it is a little bit of a later crowd. Then on Sundays, we have Sunday brunch, which
Okay.
actually does really well.
Brunch,
And
yeah.
Sundays, we're open at from 11 to 9. I'm
So
sorry, from 11 to 8. Yeah.
So you do a brunch.
We do a brunch.
Yeah. How's your brunch? Because brunch is a big deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's really good. Is
it big up here in the Cypress area, Cyfair area?
It is. It is. Yeah. It's been really popular. We actually used to have live music for brunch. We haven't done that in a while, but we're thinking about going back to that. So,
Yeah. Live music during brunches.
It's pretty fun.
It's fun, especially now. You guys, you mentioned all of these restaurant concepts that you are working, but it truly is a family affair because tell everybody who works all together. I think your mom and uncles and
yeah. So it's obviously my parents.
Mhm.
They're always in the restaurant.
Ooh, these mashed potatoes. Oh, Dario.
Excellent.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. These are amazing.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Yes, mama, dad.
Mom, dad, and then we're 3 brothers. So I'm the youngest. Marvin is the oldest. That's where we get the name Marvino's from.
Marvino's. Okay, so he got his restaurant
He
name.
got his restaurant.
Okay.
And then the middle brother, his name is Ubaldo, and his 2 eldest daughters are Gabriela and Aliana. So we put the names together from Galeanas.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Now, are they working
They're
yet,
all
or are
involved.
they kind of involved? Yeah.
The girls.
I don't know how old.
The oldest, she's 14.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
So she's probably hanging out and
She
learning
does.
the business.
She does.
and-
She's really involved in basketball.
Mhm.
But whenever she's out of practice, out of her game, she comes to the restaurant. She likes going to Galeanas a lot.
Yeah.
With her 2 other sisters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the whole family loves to be in the restaurant.
Do your parents go to her basketball games? Are they big
They do.
sports fans?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did they get kind of rowdy in the stands? Because my my husband's 92-year-old grandmother, we got to settle her down sometimes.
Every now and then, of course. Yeah. I know that my dad when he's watching them play, he gets really excited. My mom does too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he sees that they're doing a good job, of course.
Yeah.
They'll celebrate.
That's
They
fun.
love it. Yeah.
I love that. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. We are here in Cypress at Dario's Steakhouse and Seafood. They have been here since 2009, y'all. This is a beautiful complex, excellent parking, lots of really good stores, including Specs. That's the first thing I noticed. I said Specs. This has got to be a good area if Specs is right next door. All right, what are we looking at here?
So right here, we're gonna have our pork chop. So It's going to be served with garlic. It's going to be whipped potatoes, green beans, and a mint glaze.
Mint glaze. Now tell me about your pork chop. Do you know, is it a local pork? Do you know anything about where it comes from? Or
Yeah. So the brand is called a Heart brand.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a local brand.
Yeah.
They're based like somewhere close to San Antonio,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very good brand.
Yeah.
Very good pork chop. We actually just had a sample of it the other day,
Mm-hmm.
just to like retaste it again. It's been a while since I had tasted it.
Oh,
But
that's a big pork chop,
Yeah.
Dario. Wait a minute. Ooh, that is thick.
Yeah.
What is this sauce on top of it? Looks really good.
that should be the garlic and the mint glaze.
You guys see that? Oh my goodness. This has to be one of your most popular dishes. Like,
Does really well.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. What's been your most popular HRW entree this year?
Probably our prime rib.
Prime rib,
Yeah, that's been really good.
Yeah.
But this pork chop does really well as well.
pork chop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like anytime restaurants put a big, and especially if it's like a really big, heavy, chunky pork chop, it's going to do well.
For sure.
It's going to do well because you take it home, and that's nice too. Because sometimes things, I don't know, sometimes they taste better when they're warmed up the second day.
Yeah.
We're not, we're not against doing that kind of thing.
Not at all.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam here at Dario's Steakhouse and Seafood. If you haven't tried this place, it's only 20 minutes. I'm on the west side. It took me 20 minutes to get here. That's really not that bad. Oh my goodness, this is
There's going to be
this is the big
prime rib.
the big one of the
Yeah.
day, right?
So it's
The
going to
prime
be
rib.
served with loaded whipped potatoes, natural au jus, and cream horseradish.
Oh my goodness.
This is really well.
Yeah, does really well.
For sure, one of my favorites. Oh, yeah.
Does really well. Now, talk a little bit about your other concepts as
Sure.
far as what kind of food can somebody expect at Marvino's? What kind of food can somebody expect next door?
So Marvino's is an Italian steakhouse.
Mhm.
So in terms of steaks, it's kind of similar here to Dario's, right?
Mhm.
But we do have a lot more Italian options.
Mhm.
So we have some good pastas, some good pizzas. However, we are in the process of transitioning that to more of a steakhouse.
Okay.
And then Alicia's next door.
Mhm.
That's going to be your traditional Tex-Mex,
Mhm.
right? I'd say the number one item is going to be the beef fajitas. You can never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Then Galeanas, what we do there, it's we try to have a big emphasis on the tequila bar.
Mhm.
So all the cocktails are made from scratch. We try to use the best high quality tequilas that we can find.
Yep.
And the food there, it is Tex-Mex, but with a little bit more emphasis on like street food.
Mhm.
So
Is that the newest concept for
It
you
is.
all? It is.
It is.
Okay.
yeah, and actually that concept it started off as Galeana's Bakery and Cafe.
Okay.
So that was in 2017.
Mhm.
And the idea behind that was that we were going to produce all the cakes, all the desserts for all the restaurants there, and
Smart.
ship them out to the
And
the
send them
restaurants.
out. I've
Yeah.
noticed a lot of restaurants. I mean, well, a lot, it's relative, but a decent number of restaurants,
Mhm.
once they understand that, okay, we're selling a lot of this, we do it really well. Let's figure out a way to, like, Fadi Damasi, Fadi's, shout out to Fadi, longtime HRW participant. His pita is so, like, he had started making the pita. So they make the pita in one place and then they ship it out to everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it.
Yep.
Right. So, but now we transitioned the concept to more of a Tex-Mex, but we still have the bakery there, so
Yeah.
we can still find all the desserts there. We have fresh pastries baked every day.
Ooh,
So-
fresh pastries.
It's a really
Okay.
fun concept.
These are some fantastic loaded mashed potatoes. I feel like I don't see this dish very often these days, and I don't know why, because I think it's a fantastic
It
concept.
really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these do well. All right, do we have? Yes, we do. Foodie cam. Back to the foodie cam. I think it is my favorite part of the day, and it is Dario. I am so excited to tell you we have reached your most important dish.
Of course.
Whether you realize it or not, this is the most important dishes of the day. Tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah. So from the left you have a creme brulee. So traditional creme brulee topped with berries, and then on the right we have a cheesecake topped with fresh strawberries and a strawberry sauce.
Oh my goodness. Now talk about, you're going to have to give me a little bit of more information about your cheesecake.
Yeah.
because you guys do cakes and stuff. So are you making these here
So that cheesecake is actually made at Galeana's.
at Galeana's? Okay.
Yeah.
And then coming
And
here.
then comes here.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's one of our most popular desserts.
Mhm.
My personal favorite is actually the praline cheesecake that we have here.
Ooh.
So it's another one of the cheesecakes that we have, but that's my personal favorite.
So you have different flavors.
Different flavors,
What
yeah.
What are some of the other flavors that you might find at Galeana's?
There's some times where we do.
Because I might just have to stop by on my way out of here.
Of Yeah, we can do like seasonal cheesecakes. Sometimes we'll do pumpkin cheesecake. That's actually one that we do a lot for Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Yeah, we actually have like whole Thanksgiving meal that we do out of Galeana's. So it's the whole turkey with all the sides, all the fixings, right? And then we also sell pies for Thanksgiving. So
I love doing that. That's what my mom and I would always do.
Okay.
We would always, and it's just easy because they're doing it better than we are in a little kitchen at home.
Sure.
So, all right. Oh, this is cheesecake. This is a nice piece of cheesecake. Wow. It's really nice. Okay. How has it been? Tell me, how has it been business-wise working with your family and expanding?
Has its upsides and its downsides.
Yep.
The upsides are definitely being around family all the time. Love to work with them. Feels very rewarding working with family. One of the downsides also is working with family though, because you can have your bickering every now and then.
Can't get away from them sometimes.
You can't get away from them. So there's upsides and downsides to that.
That's a good thing though, in the end. All right, we have one more dish. Okay, one more dish on the foodie cam before we switch over into another gear to share some really fun news with you guys. Okay, I was thinking that we were missing something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that, I mean, that's just chocolate lover's dream right there.
Chocolate lover's dream.
There you go.
Well, isn't that a description? I don't see that on the HRW menu though, Dario. I feel like that's a little omission.
Yeah.
Chocolate lover's dream.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need to try the chocolate.
Well,
Lover's dream.
That's my description of the misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
chocolate cake.
That's what that is. All right, here we go. Oh, yes. And then once again, this is made
It's made at Galeana's.
at Galeana's. So if I wanted to, I could go to Galeana's and order this cake, or like special occasion. Yeah. That's so cool.
You could order by the slice, or you could order the whole cake if you want.
Oh wow. You said this was your favorite. I think this is my favorite too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We have some really exciting news for you guys up here in Sci-Fair. There's a big event happening next week that is benefiting a very important cause we wanted to share with you guys. So we've got a really fun event. We're going to switch gears a little bit out of HRW menu, a little bit of similarity, but there's an awesome event that's taking place up here in the Cypress area in case y'all need a fun thing to do with the family next week. So Dario is still here. He's not going anywhere because he's part of the event. Kristen Greider, you are with A Taste of Sci-Fair. And this is the event that's taking place next week. So tell everybody what the event is about.
Okay, I will. So A Taste of Sci-Fair is one of the only events left where our community comes together and we put on a big outdoor production. There's food and wine and beer and live music and some fun markets, lots of local businesses. It's in October 5th, and it benefits I Hope.
And where does it take place?
It takes place at the Bridgeland Center. I mean the exact address.
No, Bridgeland Center. Okay, so Bridgeland Center. So October 5th. And where can people get tickets?
They can get tickets online at atasteofscifair.com. There's also lots of great information on the website if you'd like to participate as a vendor, market booth, local restaurant.
Now, Kristen, tell everybody, I know A Taste of Sci-Fair, from what I see, began in 2017.
That's right.
As a result of, I think it was Harvey.
Yes.
And that was when Houston Restaurant Week, if I remember correctly, was extended for the first time into September because a lot of the restaurants had closed down. So I remember that very well. Nobody had any power. But y'all did that, and y'all created the event in response to help the restaurants who were hurt by the flooding.
Yes, ma'am.
And so this really truly started to help the restaurant industry. And how has it been? How has it grown since then?
It's grown tremendously. The first year that we did it, like you said, post Harvey, And we were just trying to respond to, all these businesses turned inside out with all of their belongings by the road. And it was just it was a terrible time, but it was a wonderful event that we threw together in 6 weeks. It was very quickly done.
Yes.
And so we raised a little bit of money that year, but we really were, our eyes were opened to Sci-Hope and what a fantastic
To the need.
community program.
And we're going to
They
talk
have so
to
many
somebody
great things to offer.
from Sci-Hope here in just a little bit. But let's go to the foodie cam because we've got something on there that we want to show you. How is Dario related to this event? Well, Dario is going to be serving food at this event on October 5th. And this is a little glimpse of what you might get. Oh my goodness. We didn't get any of this during HRW, Dario.
No,
This is special. What are we looking at here? And how will people get to this?
All right, so we're looking at right here is we have some mini crab cakes on the right. In the middle, we have filet mignon tips. And on the left, we have tuna. All right, so it's like tuna on some cucumber slices. So the way this is, it's
Keep going.
this is all going to be served in like bite-sized portions. And at the Taste of Sci Fair, we're going to be in the VIP tent. So Dario's and Marvina's is going to be there. We're also going to have the other concepts as well. Lisa's and Galeana's, they're going to be in the general admission tent. But we're all going to serve bites to the community. And it's going to be a fun experience.
So Derek is joining us, and
Thank you.
you are the beneficiary of this incredible event that your organization is
Correct.
beneficiary. Tell everybody a little bit about Sci-Hope and what y'all do and what y'all provide.
Of course, Sci-Hope was formed in 2011 to help the underprivileged children of Sci-Fair ISD, and we have 9 different programs that do a variety of things for kids of our community. And actually, last year we moved into Waller ISD as well. So
wow.
Dario's and A Taste of Sci-Fair benefiting Sci-Hope is really helped us with all of our programs. And of course, all these restaurants are great in our communities, and everybody that loves going to Dario's, Alicia's, Galeana's, and Marvina's.
Yeah, I mean, it really takes on a whole different meaning when you're, supporting your community, seeing families like this that are just generations, supporting the community, not only by feeding folks really good, authentic food, but then getting involved with worthy organizations like this that has to really, give you guys a special feeling.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that makes us really proud to be able to work with these organizations. It's very rewarding.
Ooh.
So
I know. Go.
Look at that.
Go. You go. This is your
Yeah.
turn. He's
it's
been
my
watching.
turn?
Your turn.
I've been
Go
what- I've
ahead. Try a crab cake. You got to
Oh.
try it. Listen, quality control, baby. Let's go. There you go. One bite.
Mm.
All right. So
Okay.
run
Really good.
through really fast the details of the event. So October 5th. Do we know what is the website for tasteofscifair.com? You guys can check out all of the different participants. You can buy tickets and share this information on y'all's social, because a lot of the nonprofits really are, it's such a grassroots and such a community effort. And just knowing from Houston Restaurant Weeks and supporting the food bank, it really makes a difference, y'all, when you get involved and really help share the good news and help share the news and the word that these local nonprofits are really doing a lot of work and trying to take care of their communities, and y'all make all the difference, really. So it's just a wonderful cause. Congratulations on your success. I think I saw it was somewhere around $100,000 last year that
wow.
that was raised. So that's amazing. They're doing some great work. All right, y'all. Remember, this is the last official week of Houston Restaurant Weeks 2024. Y'all got an extra bonus month. Y'all got an extra bonus month. The food bank got an extra bonus month. We will see you guys tomorrow at 1:30 on Fox 26 for another episode of Foodies and Friends. All right, y'all. I'm going in.